Does Tony Khan have the guts to do this with MJF? Would he actually follow through? Would he even dare to pull the trigger? Right now, AEW and Tony Khan are staring at one of the biggest booking decisions they've ever had to make regarding Maxwell Jacob Friedman, the man who many consider to be AEW's most valuable star. MJF is right back in the hunt for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship, and AEW has officially confirmed that in just a week or two, he'll be stepping into the ring with Hangman Adam Page for the title at the Forbidden Door pay-per-view. This isn't just a random match, it's a collision between two AEW originals, two of the company's foundational pillars, and without a doubt two of the most prominent stars in professional wrestling today. MJF has held the AEW World Heavyweight Championship before. He's tasted that gold, felt the weight of being the guy, and you can bet that he wants it again. How did we arrive at this point? A few months ago, MJF won the Casino Gauntlet match, earning himself a guaranteed shot at the world title. For weeks, the speculation swirled: when would he cash it in? Would it be at All In? Would it be saved for a huge end-of-year event? Fans waited. But Hangman Page first had to win the title himself, which he did when he dethroned Jon Moxley. Once that happened, the pieces started to fall into place. On this week's Dynamite, AEW finally made it official. MJF and Hangman had an intense in-ring confrontation. For a while, the two had been circling each other, trading verbal shots, and teasing the inevitable collision. Fans knew the match was coming, it was only a matter of when. During the segment, Hangman baited MJF into putting his Casino Gauntlet contract on the line right then and there for Forbidden Door. MJF, never one to back down from a war of words, took the bait. He revealed his contract and made it official. It was the kind of impulsive, cocky move that has defined MJF's character for years: bold, brash, and perhaps just a little bit reckless. So now, Forbidden Door is set, Hangman Page vs. MJF for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. This is a blockbuster main event, one that could arguably be the biggest match AEW could book in its men's division right now. It's surprising AEW hasn't stretched the build a bit longer, but with the current momentum and the timing of the Forbidden Door event, it makes perfect sense. Page is fresh off a big title win. MJF has his guaranteed shot. The stage is perfect. But here's the big question: will AEW actually pull the trigger and give MJF the belt? Hangman is wildly popular with AEW fans. He's a great champion, a beloved babyface, and a key part of AEW's identity. This isn't an easy decision. But in wrestling history, outside of rare exceptions like Hulk Hogan, Bruno Sammartino, or John Cena, the money has often been in the chase, the babyface chasing the heel champion. Whether it was Steve Austin chasing the belt, Dusty Rhodes chasing Ric Flair, or countless others, the formula works. Fans rally behind their hero overcoming adversity. If AEW wants to follow that tried-and-true method, putting the belt back on MJF makes perfect sense. Hangman can chase him for months, building drama and emotion, until the eventual triumphant moment. That's how you create unforgettable payoffs. A long heel reign with MJF would also fit perfectly into AEW's rebranding push in 2025. After a rocky stretch in previous years, AEW has been rebuilding its identity, and MJF has been a massive part of that process. Let's not forget, in 2023 and 2024, when AEW was struggling creatively and losing some of its edge, MJF's segments were still drawing the highest ratings. He was the one creating buzz. He was, in many ways, the glue that kept AEW relevant. While AEW has done a solid job elevating other talents to the main event scene, MJF remains the most recognizable, marketable name they have. And he's been the ultimate company guy over the last year. Need him to be a babyface? He does it. Need him to work with younger talent like Daniel Garcia? He does it. Need him to join a faction like the Hurt Syndicate for a storyline? He does it. Whatever Tony Khan has asked, MJF has delivered. Now, after playing the good soldier, it's time for him to eat again. This is his kingdom, and he belongs on top. AEW has historically thrived with a dominant heel champion, and MJF is tailor-made for that role. Imagine a reign where he holds the title hostage, cutting scathing promos, ducking challengers, and making every babyface's life miserable. That's wrestling gold. And when the time is right, a babyface finally topples him, creating an electric moment that fans will remember for years. But there's more to the story, because outside the ring, MJF has been making waves that AEW can't ignore. Recently, he won the CMLL World Light Heavyweight Championship in Mexico, showing that he's not just a star in AEW, but an international draw. In Hollywood, he's landed a role in Happy Gilmore 2 on Netflix, and he's been making headlines by joking about wanting to team with Adam Sandler in a wrestling match. These kinds of crossover moments make him more valuable than ever, giving AEW a chance to promote a world champion who's relevant beyond the wrestling bubble. Even the Hurt Syndicate storyline adds intrigue. MJF's time in the group was short-lived, and Bobby Lashley has gone on record in interviews, both in and out of character, saying that he never trusted MJF. That history could easily bleed into future feuds if MJF wins the belt again, giving him a lineup of dangerous enemies right out of the gate. Social media has also been buzzing with MJF's antics. After his confrontation with Hangman, he took to social media to post a cryptic "You ain't seen nothing yet," fueling speculation that he's planning something big, maybe even beyond just winning the title. Whether that's a hint at a heel faction forming around him, a surprise return of an old ally, or a shocking post-match attack, MJF knows how to keep fans guessing. AEW has other moving pieces as well. Darby Allin recently returned, and while he's not directly in the title picture yet, his popularity and underdog appeal could easily set him up as a future challenger. If MJF takes the title from Hangman, AEW could eventually build toward MJF vs. Darby, a match that practically writes itself given their contrasting styles and characters. So what's Tony Khan going to do? On paper, the decision seems obvious. MJF is hot right now, both in the storyline and in real life. AEW has a chance to make him the centerpiece again, to build around him as the company's top heel while letting Hangman transition into the chasing babyface role. But it's not without risk. AEW has to be willing to commit to MJF's reign, protect him from being overexposed, and carefully book his challengers so that each feud feels meaningful. If they do it right, this could be the start of another legendary MJF run, one that cements his place alongside the greatest world champions in modern wrestling. If they hesitate, if they waffle on the booking, or if they cut the reign short, they risk undermining both MJF and Hangman. Right now, everything is lined up perfectly for MJF. The match is set, the timing is right, and the outside buzz is stronger than ever. Tony Khan has the opportunity to make a bold statement, to remind the wrestling world why AEW exists in the first place, to be different, to take risks, and to put the most compelling performers in the spotlight. If MJF walks out a forbidden door as the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, it will send a message: AEW is ready to double down on its biggest star, to embrace the chaos and drama that only someone like MJF can bring. It will also open the door to fresh rivalries, surprise twists, and potentially some of the most entertaining television AEW has produced in years. This is the kind of decision that can define a company's direction for the next year. Hangman Page is an outstanding champion, but MJF as the top heel with the belt is a proven money-making formula. The fans know it. The locker room knows it. And deep down, Tony Khan probably knows it too. The only question left is whether he's ready to make the call. If he does, Forbidden Door won't just be another big event on the calendar, it'll be remembered as the night MJF reclaimed his throne, the night AEW put the crown back on the head of the man who wears it best. And if history is any indication, the fallout will be nothing short of explosive.